Okay, we're now going to talk about these slant asymptotes, which we haven't talked much about. But basically, what I want to mention is this here. You can either have a horizontal asymptote or a slant, but you cannot have both. So what you have to do is this. All right? I can look up here and notice, if there's a horizontal at all these here, guess what my answer is for slant automatically? None. So I can write none on all of these because you cannot have both. So I already know if I find the horizontal, then there's no slant. So what's the only one that has a slant? Is this one right here. And the way you find the slant is by doing the following. You're going to have to actually divide, and this is what will happen on the test. I will have to take this top one right here and put it in the house. So it's x cubed minus 9x squared plus 0x plus 0. Because I need my what? Two what? Placeholders, right? Divided by, outside the house, x squared minus 3x plus 2. And just like here, if this was like 132 into like 1,900, I'd have to go over at least what? 3 places to start with. So what I'm going to do is this. Ask myself this. I need to do this every time on these. What do I multiply by x squared to get x cubed? X. I'm going to put it above the x column. It is just 1x. So take x times this, which would be x cubed. That makes that minus 3x squared. And x times 2 makes it 2x. But you have to minus the whole thing, and that's where everybody makes their mistake. So when I minus the whole thing, these are going to cancel every time. That's what makes it nice. But negative 9 minus negative 3 is like plus 3, so it's negative 6x squared. 0 minus this minus 2x plus 0. Now here's what's really nice. I really could almost stop here for what I need to do, but I'm in teacher mode, so I'm going to go ahead and work the whole thing out. I'm going to go back and tell you a little shortcut part. Right? Next I'm going to do this. What would I multiply by x squared to get minus 6x squared? Negative 6, which is over the numbers. So I take the minus 6x squared times x, minus 6 times x squared. That's going to give me a positive 18x here. And a minus 12, which I have to subtract what? The whole thing. And when I do that, here's what's really nice. That's going to cancel automatically. Negative 2 minus 18 makes negative 20x. And 0 minus 12 makes plus 12. Y'all, I don't really even need this, because here's what my answer is. My slant asymptote will occur at y equals whatever I have right here. So the slant asymptote occurs at y equals x minus 6. Now, what I was trying to tell you was this here. Because of the uniqueness of the problem, I only needed like this part right here. Once I saw that I needed a negative 6 here and had that answer, I really don't need it. The remainder doesn't matter. Everybody gets it. The slant occurs, and when you go to graph these, what would happen is if I was to graph that particular problem, there will be a slant asymptote at y equals x minus 6. What did it for 6? It would look like that, up 1 over 1. You'd have an asymptote like right there as you make that particular part happen. And so what number was that? Like that? Yeah. And you have verticals in like a couple different places, like 2 and 1, to work on that. Okay. But that's how you find the slant.